All right, before we move on to the front, something I want to do real quick. I noticed when I was going out my door, there's a tape kind of like this on the door. I noticed that it has a lot of wrinkles, so we're just gonna try to do that and maybe try to add like some lint under it, but that is a hard maybe. Uh, and right now the height, I think it's still a little bit too strong. So we're gonna lower that. I think it's starting to look a little bit stylized when it's that high. Let's see, roughness, no, height, 0.002. Please. Yeah, that's fine. And maybe the dirt is too much. Yeah, this looked good. I think the dirt is a little bit much, so we'll just add a paint and add it on multiply and just paint with like a low flow brush, something like this maybe. Just paint out some, maybe keep the edges and paint out these areas a bit. There you go. Yeah, I think this is better. Remember, keep the edges like this. Okay, so let's see if we can add the wrinkles. Let's see. I'm gonna add it above color. So I'm gonna call this wrinkles new. Like this, and I'm just gonna keep the height channel turned on, add a black mask, and add a fill. So we're in the procedurals. Let's see, wrinkles. What's this? Nah, that's not what I'm looking for. Paper. New. Let's do like fold. Yes. Maybe. Let's try this one. I don't know how much I'll like it yet, but nah, I'm definitely not gonna like this. Let's try this. This looks good. I'm gonna put it on triplanar and tile it by like, let's see, 10. No, too much, too little. 20. Yeah, maybe. And then I'm just gonna give it a little bit of height, just a bit, to like give it that little wrinkly look. Let's see, what's our height right now? 0.008. Maybe 0.1. 0.01. Yeah, something like this. We can probably tile it by like 25. Yeah, and let's go on the height channel and lower it down just a bit. Lower the opacity down just a little bit. Yeah, I think this looks good. This is a... Yeah, this looks good. I think there's one more thing I would like to do. Remember when I said don't put color? Maybe I do want some color. I'll just put it on like... Let's try soft light. I don't know how that's gonna look. Maybe overlay. Okay, so before color, let's look at it from like here. So after color, before color. That there's not much difference. If anything, it should be like slightly darker. So maybe something like this. Maybe on multiply. No, I think I like overlay better. Yeah, that looks fine. Where else did we have tape at? Up here. Yeah, that's good. All right, sick. If there's anything else we need to do, we can always come back. So I'm just gonna save real quick, and let's see. Do I want? Yeah, I'll make a new folder. So for this, I'm gonna call it front outer. I'm gonna just call it base. I'm just gonna call it base like this, and then put it in a folder and name it front outer. All right, so now we're gonna add a black mask, add a paint, and if we press forward to go to selection mode, we're just gonna go to the UV chunk fill, and we're gonna actually, let me give this a color first. Where's my, we're gonna give it this color right here. This is, I sampled it earlier because I don't want to go through this to find, like, it'll be a time wasting thing. So I sampled it. This is the color I want. So I'm just gonna yoink like this, and now I'm going to, let's see, it goes all around like this. Take these, take this, take this one, take this one. I really could have just, maybe not. You know what? What's done is done. I'm not even gonna look at my UV right now. I'll just wanna go back to Maya and start it over. I think we got everything. Let's see. Seems like it. Seems like it. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so that's what we have for now. Next we're gonna do some color, maybe some color variations, kind of like this right here. These, yeah, we're gonna just do that. Epic. All right, sick. So let me push this a little bit up here. We're gonna actually, roughness, let's put it on point. Seems very glossy. I can't really tell what's going on. Maybe 0.4. I can't tell if it's really this glossy, but to me, I won't make it as glossy because the body is already shiny, like super glossy. I'll just keep this at 0.4. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so now we're gonna do color. I'm gonna call it white color variation. All right, so I'm gonna do just the color and maybe some roughness. Actually no roughness. We just want color variation. That's it. Put this on like overlay. Yeah, I like to use overlay for my color variations. And add a black mask. I'm gonna add a generator because the way this is, let's see, you can see the border of it is like pretty dark, and right here is like white. So if we add a metal edgeware generator, we can invert it to get this type of look. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'll show you. So generator, metal edgeware, like this. Yep. The thing, we're gonna make this super white. So really white like this. And then maybe we need to put these inside like this. Let's take it, go back to the folder and click paint and just include it just like this, and maybe this as well. All right, cool. Go back to the metal edgeware and I'm gonna play around with the levels a lot. So something like this is probably what I'm looking for. Maybe a little bit less rough contrast. Do I want triplanar? No, I think no triplanar is fine for this. Grunge amount is fine. All right, now if we click invert, it's gonna be mainly, you can see right here, the same way this is like darker than the rest of it. That's what we want. We want it like this. So let's play around with this some more. And I think I'm gonna lower the opacity. Let's see. All right. Yeah, I think I can work with this. All right, sick. Let's go above the metal edgeware. We add a paint, and then we drag the metal edgeware above the paint. Put it on multiply. You know the drill. We just go. I'm gonna get my cement brush again. Damn it. There you go. And I'm just gonna click on one to bring back my brush tool and click on cement. There you go. And now I'm just gonna paint where I see the white. So around here, down here. Yeah, we'll just paint randomly, pretty much. So kind of like this. Let's see. Some here, it's pretty something like this. Let's see. Maybe not as much up here, but this is really a really bad photo. We kind of just have to make it up ourselves. All right, we'll just do that. Maybe that's too much. Let's see, position, angle, size. I think I want it more down here. Yeah, it's showing up more here. Down here is kind of like this, and I bring back some like this. Like you could do this, man, maybe stencil is not the best for this. I think right now some random paint strokes, paint in, paint out. X is your best friend when you're doing this. I'm just gonna lower the flow a little bit. There you go. Yeah, something like this. All right, cool. This, we can come back to this. I don't know how I feel about it yet, but we'll see. Then let me see. We have some greens going on. Like this, we can just, again, same thing. Probably in that, like you see some green right here. Metal edgeware, invert it, and paint it. All right, let's duplicate. Please duplicate. Where are you? Green color variation, and for this one, let's see, I'm gonna do the green. Yeah, maybe something like this. Put it on 100 for now. Keep it on the overlay. I'll just make a new little paint layer and then delete the old one. All right. What do I see green? Some here. Maybe some, like I know this is most likely because of the quality of the camera, but I'm gonna use that to my advantage. And not the camera, but like the quality of the photo. You can see some here. All right. Please. There you go. All right. We're gonna do like some low flow to start with. Maybe some here, maybe some up here, maybe some here. Do we have all the way up here? Maybe not. So I'm just gonna get rid of that. Just paint. See, when you're painting like this, you want to take your time and think about where the details are going and stuff. Maybe that's time you put on some tunes. Maybe have your AC on so you don't die of a heat stroke, because right now I'm really struggling. But yeah, put up some tunes and then vibe out and paint away, you know. What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna let's see something. If I put this on normal, just real quick, I kind of want it to not have the same. Can I randomize this grunge amount? Maybe I'll put this on tribe. It's not gonna do anything. Grunt scale. Yeah, I'll use grunt scale. Smoothness, maybe. Yeah, this is fine. All right, I'm gonna put it back on multiply and then we're gonna paint again. All right, I'm gonna lower the opacity of this to like maybe this is fine. Maybe like 60. Yeah, and maybe paint a little less. Maybe some of this like that. Let's see. Some here. I'm gonna go to the base color channel and just try and paint. I'm gonna go back to the white. Maybe do something like this right here. And maybe something. Maybe the green is too much. And maybe here I can just dial it back a little, paint it with black. Yeah. All right. So now, let's see, what other color do I see? I see some orange, brown, reddish type thing going on. Some reddish, gonna go around towards the edge. Some here. We're just gonna do all that. I'm just gonna duplicate it. And I'm gonna get this. I'm going to make a new paint like I did last time and delete the old one. Alright, now I can start painting. Actually, let me make the color a little bit more brown reddish. This should do it. Yeah. Let's see, is this the same roughness? They look rougher down here than they do up here. I don't know what that's about. Maybe I'll put the green on a different roughness. Maybe something like 0.5. Let's look at the roughness channel. Yeah. Let's see, before, after. Yeah, like this. And then the green, the red. Let's change the name. Red color variation. Maybe we'll put that on, I think same. Maybe we'll do 0.6 on this. And then 0.5 on whatever else we're gonna paint. Alright. So we have some reds down, like up here, to the side, here, and maybe we'll paint some random ones over here. Alright. Let me see. Grunt scale again. Maybe I'll dial it down like this to like 0.3. Yeah. And maybe the color to like 50%. All right. Maybe some right here. Man, this green is really popping up. I don't know how I feel about this yet. I guess we can go to Marmoset later and check it out, but maybe the grunt scale. Yeah, I think this is better. Maybe on this we'll do the same. Mess around with the scale a bit. Yeah, that's fine. I think I'll change the red to like an actual red, like. Let's see. Actually, I don't think it's looking too bad. We're just gonna keep painting. Paint some here. Do I need some greens? Maybe. Yeah, I like how they're mixing right there. Oh, quickly add some white, remove some reds. Remove some greens, remove some reds. Maybe add some red. I'm still trying to figure out this spot. Maybe too much green. And this spot, a little bit more red. The thing is, this is like more melty. Let me look. Yes. Yeah, I think this is better. And now we can paint out the parts we don't want. Just like for the green. Something like this, I guess. Yeah, that looks better. Alright. I think now we probably need some like bluish type of color. But before we do that, I will be right back. I will be right back.